As many know, obesity in children in America right now is labeled as an epidemic. It's been widely spreading for the past 40 years, as been shown by many of my other previous speeches. Today's speech is going to be talking about the claims against why we should have a law that requires pediatricians to talk about nutrition with the parents at their pediatrician meetings. So there are going to be three different main points for today's presentation, with three different claims of people against this law. And that's what we're going to be talking about. As a nanny, I often face issues regarding nutrition and nutritional choices, and I know that if I went to a pediatrician, I would want to know what their basis is for what we're going to do. So we're going to start off with the first claim, which would be, my pediatricians don't let me know what I'm interested in asking instead of interfering in my child's life. This is a claim many people make that they just think that is too far and it's crossing a boundary line and they don't want them to be interfering with them. In the July 2012 article in Clinical Pediatrics, parent concerns that they would individually ask about, the top three were allergies, lack of exercise, and asthma. Nothing involving nutrition actually occurred until number 6 in the top most asked questions. Therefore, parents are not very interested in asking it themselves. They may be ashamed to ask, as if they feel like they're bad parents if they don't know. And so it's just a statement that's not frequently brought up by parents. Now that you understand this point, we're going to move on to a second claim that could be made, which is, if I wanted to know more about nutrition, why would I ask you and not a dietitian? I understand this. Many people claim that pediatricians don't have enough rounds in the nutrition area, and so they think that it would make no sense to ask a pediatrician. But pediatricians are obviously trained enough to be able to do their jobs. In the 2008 Journal of the Nutrition and Pediatrics, it talks about a lack of subspecialty of a pediatric dietitian alone. This isn't a real specialty that's much developed right now anyways, so pediatricians are probably your best bet regarding pediatric knowledge on nutrition. And I think that you should ask your pediatrician because they are the ones that have the most experience in this area. Now that you understand this, we're going to move on to the last claim, which would be, I'm a parent, I already know everything about child nutrition, you can't help us. And in the Journal of Nutrition, they've often studied parent education, and they've proved that parent education has had the most influence on child's health. If a parent has decided to become more involved and ask more questions, their child usually had a healthier nutritional life. So just asking about it and learning more about it has been leading to healthier kids. Even if you feel ashamed or even if you think you know it all, there will be stuff you don't know, especially regarding sugar sweetened beverages and the amount of consumption that should be taken into your body with this. And so I think that saying that a pediatrician can't help you is very, very wrong because they will be able to. It's their job. And if they are there to educate you, you should be able to listen to them even if you think they're wrong. Now that you understand my main points about the against why this law shouldn't exist, I hope that you understand why I believe that a law that requires pediatricians to talk about beverage consumption with parents should be required. Obviously, there are many claims against it, but none of them hold a flame to the fact that talking about nutrition helps. Just talking about it. They're not requiring anything. They should just be able to tell you what's going on and what's healthy.